Welcome to the next part of this video. If you haven't watched the previous part already, then do watch it. I'll add the link over here somewhere. And now we are going to jump into some advanced concepts and let's begin right away. So now we are going to deep dive into simple prompt engineering techniques that should be part of your developers toolkits if you want to accelerate your progress. There are two simple techniques. First one is task-based and the second one is instruction-based. Let's go through what these are. So in task-based methods, there are again three subtype of task-based prompting techniques. First one is the zero-shot method, wherein you just directly tell, hey, this is the article, summarize it in 3 lines. It's amazing for simple tasks or direct queries. But the next is one-shot technique, wherein you actually give an entire single example of how things should be. So, where you actually help set the tone or the format that you're actually expecting the AI. Because in zero shot, you don't know how the AI might respond. It might be short, or it can also give a very, very long response that you don't need, or it takes too much time to parse through. So in single shot, you say, act as a manager and write a feedback message like this. Example, hi Alex, I noticed your great effort on, and then the next time you actually ask a question or ask you to write a feedback message, it's gonna start with the same format. Hi, name, I noticed your great effort on, or similar words, and then continue. Through this, AI actually learns what type of examples are you or expecting, what type of outputs are you expecting. Now, if let's say the use case is a bit more complex and single shot may not be the best method for it, you jump to a few short techniques wherein you actually tell the AI chatbot a couple of examples. Let's say, we're trying to build a sentiment analysis bot wherein you go ask Copilot or Chat GPT that, hey, okay, if it's like these, let's say I couldn't stop laughing, the film was amazing, it's positive review. But if something like the plot was a complete mess, then it goes to a negative review. So like this, you give a bunch of examples, and then this will help you build or set the context for a lot of complex tasks where consistency and high quality output is required. So once you pass these prompts in your system instructions, and then you start actually working on your use case, it becomes much more simple and effective. So this is task-based methods of learning. Next up, let's jump to instructional-based methods of learning. There are two main steps over here. First one is giving a system role, wherein you can actually give it a proper role or like a persona. Because we all, as humans, also love to take on various roles and personas and we act accordingly. Let's say as a student, as an engineer, as a manager, as a teacher, and so on. We all take on personas. So let's say you start something like you are an expert translator, translate the following text to Spanish. It's going to take on the translation task. Or, you are a data analyst, summarize this report. You are a good support bot. So in this case, there are a lot of data out there that the LLM is trained on that says how certain personas are supposed to act. And now when you specifically give it context and a role, it will assume that system role and work on it accordingly. So this is a system role method of prompting. Next is contextual method of prompting, wherein you actually give it a predefined prompt, or more of like, what is the entire outputs and the details that you're working on. So that first is, you say something like, hey, we are building a business case to convert our delivery fleet from petrol to electric vehicles. Cost efficiency and sustainability are my key priorities. Can you help outline the benefits and risks? So, instead of just asking things like, help me outline the benefits and risks of petrol to electric conversion for fleet, it might give various context and everything, but it does not know what is your ultimate goal. So you share the precursor context in it. Let's say you say something like, this is our business use case, and key parameters for me are cost efficiency and sustainability. So once you give the, let's say the expectation for your business use case to the LLM through your system prompt, it can actually generate answers much, much better. This is something even I use. Let's say I was recently browsing what headphones to buy because my previous headphones are broken, and I was thinking, what do we have in the premium segment? So I asked, Gemini that, hey, I'm trying to buy new headphones, something in the premium segment. Let's say we have something like the Apple AirPods Max, or the Sony XM5s and 6, Bose, and everything. But then I specify that my predominant usage is, mostly for taking work calls and then occasionally watching movies or, listening to music when I'm traveling on airplanes. So the noise cancellation is important. At the same time, since I'm taking work calls majority of the time, I need excellent mics and to ensure that my voice is heard clearly. Analyze the top 5 models that is there and give me answer to it. And also remember that I currently have an iPhone and a MacBook. So let me know what is the best thing. So that context of me having an iPhone and a MacBook immediately threw up AirPods as a premium or as the first option for me, because I already have the ecosystem in its place. But at the same time, since I also mentioned travel and also quick work meetings and stuff, it recommended Sony because it's more lightweight and stuff. So that's where giving contextual instruction based prompts helps the AI understand better on what you actually need. The next important topic that I want you to learn is the GCRO framework. So what exactly is the GCRO frameworks? That's actually like a four-step blueprint that you require before actually typing your prompts. So first one is goal. Define what is the core ask. Start with clarity. Start with distinction from the first word itself. It should be an action verb. Write, generate, summarize, create. Give it a proper goal. Then comes the persona. A leadership coach, you are a manager, you are a Gen Z social media expert, you are a support expert, you are a great legal buddy. And then third is desired output format. Should be in bullets, a memo, storyline, slides, and everything. So once you give a perfect goal by defining the core ask, you eliminate a lot of ambiguity in AI models. Next up is the context. Now you cannot just assume that it will just immediately know what you exactly need. It does not know your world, you do not know its world. So we need to find a way to communicate our requirements. So you need to say what's your audience, whom are you communicating this to. If you ask, hey, from the first one, write or generate an email as a Gen Z social media expert to reach to a wider audience. So you say, who exactly is your audience? Are you targeting senior leaders, new hires, or customers? What is your customers age group and demographics? That's very important. What is the core objective of it? You want to inform, or excite the audiences, or ignite some kind of curiosity, clarify certain things, or explain or entertain things. That's important. And third is setting scenario and pitch. Is it a meeting, a pitch report, or like a learning series, learning session, something like that? So when I go and teach to students in various colleges, I follow this method and I say that, hey, you are an expert teacher coach, and I am trying to educate students who are very young in this field on the latest AI developments. The audience is going to be a bunch of students in the second or third year of engineering, and my objective is to ensure that they learn the concepts very well without getting too bored or too technical. So it has to be very peppy and interesting, and it's a learning session. That's the context I'm setting. Third R is the references. Now, obviously, it's always amazing if you can actually give it any past references, so it can learn and then also give better outputs on through visual learning. So what exactly has the context been previously as well. So you give it a tone, you give past examples, past text. If you already have a bunch of emails that you like as a template, you paste that and then provide that, hey, use these references, understand how they are written, and then do it. So what happens over here is the LLM models will try to extract patterns out of these emails or documents that you pasted, and then it's going to ensure that the output is much more refined and much more polished. And the last O is optimize. Always review, test, refine. It's always a trial and error circle, and the more times you reiterate it, the more better the outputs can be. Evaluate it. Do you think the answer is correct, or is it relevant and accurate? Does it make sense to you? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to pitch this to a different audience, so you need to think from the audience perspective, is it actually going to work for them. Do you need to tweak it more? Then what do we tweak in the prompt? Do we need to clarify something, reframe it, and always test it multiple times to ensure that your prompts are actually working. And let's say in various modern LLMs like ChatGPT or Claude, they actually learn based on memory, so they will also be better in the following iterations the more you try to refine your entire system prompt. And that's how you actually build proper prompt engineering scripts, because you cannot expect that your LLM system is going to give perfect answers from the get-go itself. So this is the GCRO framework that is super, super important. If you learn this and you actually you implement these techniques the next time you're trying to do some prompt engineering and system prompts, I can definitely guarantee you that your outputs are going to be much more refined. So let's do a simple prompt roast method and understand how well have you understood prompt engineering skills. So I'm going to show you a couple of prompts and you are going to tell me what is correct or wrong in this. Okay. So I'll show you prompts. You tell me why it will fail. Tell me to fix it, and all rules are important. Now, of course, you can also paste it down in the chat since we are not in a live session or I'm not doing a live stream over here that I can see live chat. It's a video. So I'm just gonna, help you through it. I'll ask you to pause in between to think. And if you find it, paste it down in the comment below so that I'll read it and I'll also respond to you when you comment it if you have any doubt or clarity on the same. First one, I go to Gemini and I type, write a Python script to scrape the website. That's it, nothing else. And I send it. What do you think is wrong in this prompt? Read it again. Remember the GCRO framework. If you want, double tap to go back 10 seconds and then read the GCRO framework, read the various methods like task-based and instruction-based learning, system-based learning, system, context, persona, and role. Read all of those and come back over here and tell me what's going wrong over here. You can pause it right now because I'm going to tell the answer in 3, 2, 1. So over here, this prompt is trash as you already know. But why? Main things. It does not say which website to use. That is a major ethical issue that you have. Where do you actually build it, or what should I scrape, or something like that. Then it does not say what data it needs to extract. I access a website, but what over there? What do specifically I need to scrap? Or I am just gonna get a huge data dump into your system. It might use beautiful soup, which can be slow instead of scrapey or selenium or some other methods. Or if you want beautiful soup, it's always better to, explicitly define it. Next, it does not have any error handling. What if the website you want has a login page? It works through SSO. It does not allow scraping to do. What to do in those kinds of errors? So just because I wrote write a Python script to scrape a website, it will definitely fail. Hence, you need to write a much more perfect prompt. So what do you think should be the perfect prompt over here? It's going to look something like this, wherein I give it a persona. Hey, act as a data engineer specializing in web scraping. Create a Python script to scrape articles from this particular, let's say, SIT Pune website. That's my college. Use requests and beautiful scoop. It must rotate the user agents to prevent any 403 forbidden errors. Respect the robots.txt etiquette and output valid Python code only. No markdown text. So this is how you can actually win the entire prompt with context, tasks, and restraints and formats. That's very important. So you learned it. Do you want to try round two? Let's go with round two. Fixing a broken code. And I just say, and I paste it code, and then I say, fix this code. Let's say my code is throwing errors, and I just ask, hey, fix this code. I'm asking to Claude or, Gemini or anything. What is wrong in this? You can pause it and probably give me a better answer. Or what do you think should be the answer? Try it out yourself. Try prompting it on before I reveal the answer over here. And I'm going to do that in 3, 2, 1. Anything broken can be fixed. So you can just write, I just don't want the fixed code. There's the error. I want the AI to act as a smart reviewer. I wanted to explain the logic error first, tell me the big O time complexity of the bad code versus the fixed code, and then give me the optimized solution. And why are we doing this? So that when something is broken, we also know why is it broken. Just because we cannot say, oh, my code isn't working and go away. Remember, always, if something breaks, learn why did it break so that you can learn better from it. And remember, anything broken can be fixed. And I'm not talking about just coding over here. So this is how you can actually improve your overall prompts to build develop in coding, or work with your emails or stuff, and any kind of development activities or even normal research activities that you want to do. So that is the end of this part of this video. The video was too long, so I sliced it down into different segments to ensure that you don't get bored, and it's also interesting for you to keep short videos focusing on specific topics. For the next video, it's be releasing very very soon, so stay tuned. Like this video if you really like the way I taught, and if you like some really interesting concepts, even if it helped you improve 5% than you were previously, it's a big win for me. And also comment down what did you like about the video, and if you want to learn something, a different topic, then paste it down there as well. I'll definitely read every comment, and I'll also reach out and also prepare the next content for the same. Last but not the least, subscribe and share, because let's not gatekeep knowledge, and let's share it with everybody. See you in the next part. Bye bye.